Hi everyone, we are joined here today by I am Ajay Karthikeyan, who actually played a very nice game with the white pieces to defeat GM Abhijeet Gupta in the 8th round of the national championships. First of all, I would like to ask you, Ajay, how is the feeling after winning such a game?
Yeah, it feels very good. The game was very interesting. It was very instructive game to me, and it involved lots of calculations and lots of crazy lines which I saw over the board. But yeah, it was overall a very nice win.
If you can take us through some of the intricacies of the game, Ajay.
So I played English, hoping for a more sort of slow positional game. But yeah, he played E5. I played G3, C6. I wasn't expecting C6, so I played D4. I was expecting more like this maybe. But yeah, he played E4 and yeah, Knight C3. If he plays D5, I thought I'll play maybe like some not exactly, but maybe Queen B3, or I can even take first and play Queen B3 and try to put pressure on the D5 pawn. Maybe some Bishop G5 pinning the knight. Yeah, so he played bishop b4, pinning my knight. I can't take now. So I played queen b3. I want to get the bishop pair first. He took on c3. He played d6, trying to establish something on the dart squares. And yeah, I played bishop f4. Now I played bishop g2 first, attacking the e4 pawn. He played queen e7. I played bishop f4, and now my idea was if he plays queen f6, knight f6, I'll play queen a3. And he can't defend the pawn properly because c5 and now rook d1. Yeah, and now dc5 bishop d6 is a threat. So this was dangerous for him. So yeah, he played g5 here. Yeah, very surprising to me. And I should have played bishop d2 maybe, but I thought I'll play bishop e3. I wasn't expecting f5 also. Then he played f5. So I played, yeah. Then I played h4 now. And now he's forced to go for this f4. And here also I was expecting him to take. And I felt I was slightly better maybe. But after g4, I thought I must be better after f5. Because if I don't play f5, let's say Vlad somehow gets the structure and all my pieces are very large. So I wanted to get rid of this pawn so that I can open up my dark square bishop.
At this point, were you already out of preparation, or how was it like? What were you feeling over the board at this time?
Yeah, I was already very much out of preparation. I thought I was better, but it wasn't so clear because he also had good pawn structure. So if I had to act on my advantage, I had to play quickly to get an advantage. Like it was energetic chess, exactly. I have to try to get my pieces out. So yeah, that was what I was thinking. So I played f5. He took on f5. Sorry, he didn't take. He played knight f6. And here I thought I'll play bishop f4 and try to get my knight out. So he took on f5. I played e3. And here he played knight h5, which I think was a very good move. Otherwise, my dark star bishop would have been very strong. So I played knight e2. I was thinking for a long time to preserve this bishop maybe. But it didn't work out. I thought after queen f7, knight e2, h6, I have to anyway come back maybe. Exactly, exactly. So I thought, why not just develop my knight? And here he should have taken on f4, and I would have played knight f4. And I thought I was slightly better, maybe plus by minus, like maybe knight a6 he'll play, and I can in the future try to put pressure on these pawns. If I can play h5, h6, rook h5 maybe, and just natural pressure. He can never play c5. I'll have knight d5, and he can never push d5. So I hold all the pressure here. So this was what I was expecting, but he played knight a6 first, and now I thought I mean I have to play bishop g5 and preserve my dark square bishop. Yeah, and he played queen of 7. Here I was thinking for a long time what to do, and I thought knight g3 was the best move. If he takes, it's much better for me. I'll just come back again and all the dark squares will be mine. So he after knight g3 he was forced to play h6, and here I thought for like half an hour or 25 minutes, I think, definitely. And I don't know, maybe I should have played the same what I played in the game more quicker. But because of this, I went into time pressure later, and it was a little bit difficult. Yeah. So here I was thinking lots of crazy lines. Like for example, I know it looks crazy, but even bishop e7 was possible. I felt. Let's say queen e7, I can even take on f5. So obviously he won't take there. King e7, then queen b7, and take an f5. So knight g3 was the only move, but yeah, like fg3 and queen e7. So this wasn't working. So I was trying to make stuff like this work. Maybe even bishop f6 was a move. Queen f6 means then I can take on h5 and come back to f4. Knight f6 means knight f5. But here I was expecting knight g3, fg3, and castles. I first I missed this move in my calculations, castle, and now my bishop is stuck sort of, and I can play castle attacking this bishop. He can take, and he will. I can take here, and this was very crazy. So I couldn't evaluate this properly. But I felt there was after bishop f6, he need not even go for this. Maybe there was definitely something better for him.
And this took a lot of time, this calculation.
All this calculation took a lot of time. Yeah, unfortunately. So yeah, I played knight h5, which I felt was fine, and he was forced to take. Here I was thinking for a long time whether to retreat back or take on g5. So if I took on g5, he is forced to take here, and I need to take and queen b7, and yeah, I couldn't evaluate this position properly. I felt my king was very weak in the center. I can't do this, unfortunately. So is his king, but maybe some g3, some threats here, maybe queen h to queen g1, some threats like this. I didn't really like my chances here. Maybe rook c8 is the best move. I need to take the knight, and I don't know actually. Maybe I should have gone for this. Maybe something like g3 takes and queen g5. Maybe I'm not really sure on the calculations. Need to check with the computer. But yeah, I felt he had good chances here. So so after a long time, I thought I'll just retreat back to g3, and here he played gh4, and here I felt I was maybe slightly better, but I didn't exactly know how to continue. I was thinking for a long time knight f5, but even this wasn't working because of queen b7, and he'll simply castle, and I'm threatened on f2. So this knight is trapped, but maybe if rook f1, then h3, bishop h1, g3. This is very scary for me. So if I let's say instead of rook f1 I castle, then yeah, here I was thinking for a long time. Even he mentioned this in the analysis after the game. He really liked his chances here. H3, bishop h1. It just looks very dangerous for me. I can't exactly maybe queen g5, g3, queen g5, queen c6. But yeah, it feels very dangerous for me. So I didn't go for this. I played let's say played let's say yeah, after for a long time, like before itself I saw this rook b1. Now he can't launch castle because I can take in b7 as mate, so that was my threat. But here he played, as you mentioned, the very strong move rook h7, which I completely missed. And after this I felt he was slowly getting the upper hand here, because his rook is protected now. Earlier it wasn't, so he couldn't take on g3, but now this is a threat, and this is protected. And so I thought maybe I should have taken here, or maybe bishop e4, or bishop e4 doesn't work. Maybe some other move, but I played knight e4. I thought I thought I'll do something, maybe knight d6, knight g5, but I completely missed this queen g6 for some reason. Very obvious move. I should have seen this. But after queen g6, I thought I was really worse now. But I had to try something. Actually, I was trying to make c5 work, but unfortunately, it doesn't work after queen g8, king d7, rook b7, and knight c7. Yeah, he protects everything. A knight comes back basically to protect everything. So that was very irritating. Yeah. So I had to so I had to go for this sort of desperate attempt, rook h4. Actually, I still can't believe I won this game after this. I knew I was very much worse here. Yeah, rook h4, and he took on h4. He could also take on e4, but I thought this endgame after bishop e4, queen e4, rook h7, queen h7. I mean, this was one of the variations I was calculating. And the knight is sort of trapped. If he plays rook b8, then rook a7, and the knight can't move. And I have 3 pawns or 2 pawns. Maybe this will go in the future. I thought I should go for this. Maybe I thought this was my best chance, but difficult. I felt I could hold this maybe, but I can't win this obviously. Maybe yeah, surely I can't win this. King d8 to g7, knight c7, maybe something like this. But only he's trying, of course. But in the game I had more chances to play for a win. Yeah.
So we can sort of say you took the Mikhail Tal approach of complicating things, like making him enter into a deep dark forest. Maybe Rook H4 was the start of that, yeah.
I don't feel you should compare my play this game to Mikhail Tal, the legendary player, but you could sort of say that. Thanks for saying that. But yeah, Rook H4, he took on H4. I took on B7. And still he was better, but it already wasn't so clear in terms of I had something to play for. So he played Rook B8. Now this is threatened, so I have to take here. And here I was expecting Bishop D7, but yeah, Bishop D7 takes Queen B7 maybe. I can't take on D6 because King F8 I felt was fine for him. But he played King E7, which I think is also fine. And here, yeah, here I took on B8 and I am a whole route down actually. But yeah, Queen B7. Sorry, I didn't take. If I had taken, I would have lost. Yeah, because the knight comes and protects everything. I played rook b7. He saw this. He played bishop d7. And here I felt I played a critical move actually, king f1, protecting this bishop. Otherwise, let's say I take here, he'll play rook h2, king f1, and he'll take rook g2. Yeah, and one more too slow. Yeah, so I had to play the smoking f1, king f1, protecting this bishop in advance. And here we both were under time pressure, so I need to add that. And so I felt he made a mistake and he played rook h2. And already I felt it was equal, or maybe even it was easier to play with white. Just this knight is trapped, this bishop is pinned. I have three pawns, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, three pawns. And yeah, after rook h2, I played king g1. I was willing to go for this. I have for a bishop, I have three pawns, but he played queen h7, and after this, I felt I had this move knight g3 luckily, and this position is lost. I felt because this knight is going and bishop e4 is coming, everything else.
You were mentioning that just after you played knight g3, Abhijit had a surprise look on his face. Did you think he missed this move entirely? Was he thinking of something else?
Yeah, I felt if not for knight g3, I feel he's doing fine and he can do something. Yeah, knight g3 he missed. Yeah, he made an expression which indicated that he missed this move. And now there are too many threats actually. I can play bishop e4, and knight f5 is a threat because this is pinned, and I can even take on a6, and I can do there are so many threats. He can't deal with them all. He played rook h6, and after this it was kind of very difficult to play with him. Knight f5, king d8. Yeah, this was also fine. I played queen a8. Just wanted to try to finish it off more cleaner. Bishop c8, knight h6, queen h6, and yeah, bishop f5. Yeah, yeah, this is the finishing blow, and he can't support this bishop also. I felt this was also winning maybe, but bishop f5, g3, queen c8, king e7, and yeah, this is some threat to watch out for. Yeah, I played bishop h3 and nothing came after this. After this, it was fine. Queen h4, king e2, queen h5, queen c. And he resigned here. Yeah.
I mean, what a game, Ajay. It was very complex as you showed through many of the different lines. Uh, this was a very critical win, I have to say, for you. And how are you feeling overall with your play in this tournament so far?
Overall, play was decent, not so great because I drew with a lot of 1900s. But otherwise, I've been playing well because I'm playing classical after a long time. And yeah, it's fine. It's been going good. So I'm liking my play here. It's decent quality. Hopefully, let's finish the tournament well. Next three rounds, yeah.
I mean, exactly. Best wishes for the rest of the 3 rounds, Ajay. I hope you finish well and good luck in all that you do.
Thank you so much. Thank you.